everyone.
All
All
right,
right,
today
today
we're
we're
going to
going to
talk
talk
about
about
something
something
super
super
interesting.
interesting.
It's a
It's a
tiny,
tiny,
tiny
tiny
word we
word we
use
use
all the
all the
time,
time,
but
but
probably
probably
never
never
really
really
think
think
about.
about.
This
This
little
little
word
word
is
is
basically the
basically the
hero that
hero that
saves our
saves our
stories from
stories from
sounding,
sounding,
well,
well,
kind of
kind of
clunky and
clunky and
repetitive.
repetitive.
We're going
We're
to
going to
dive
dive
into the
into the
secret
secret
power
power
of the
of the
pronoun.
pronoun.
Okay,
Okay,
so to
so to
show you
show
what
you
I
what I
mean,
mean,
let's
let's
kick
kick
things
things
off with
off
a
with a
quick
quick
story.
story.
It's
It's
about this
about this
kid,
kid,
Jimmy,
Jimmy,
and he's
and
just
he's just
super
super
excited
excited
because his
because his
uncle is
uncle is
coming to
coming to
visit.
visit.
Seems
Seems
simple
simple
enough,
enough,
right?
right?
Okay,
Okay,
let's
let's
really
really
listen to
listen to
how
how
Jimmy
Jimmy
tells it.
tells it.
He
He
says,
says,
"My
"My
Uncle
Uncle
John is
John is
coming.
coming.
Uncle
Uncle
John will
John will
bring
bring
many
many
sweets.
sweets.
Uncle
Uncle
John will
John will
take me
take me
for a
for a
picnic."
picnic."
You
You
hear
hear
that?
that?
Right?
Right?
There's
There's
just
just
something a
something a
little
little
clunky
clunky
about it.
about it.
That
That
repetition,
repetition,
it
it
just
just
feels a
feels a
bit
bit
off.
off.
So
So
what
what
is it?
is it?
What
What
exactly
exactly
makes
makes
that
that
sound
sound
so
so
clunky?
clunky?
I mean,
I
we
mean, we
get the
get the
information,
information,
no
no
problem
problem
there.
there.
But the
But the
delivery,
delivery,
it
it
trips you
trips
up
you
a
up a
little,
little,
doesn't it?
doesn't it?
Hearing
Hearing
Uncle
Uncle
John,
John
again and
again and
again.
again.
It's
It's
this
this
little
little
communication
communication
snag
snag
that
that
thankfully
thankfully
language
language
has
has
this
this
absolutely
absolutely
beautiful,
beautiful,
elegant
elegant
fix
fix
for.
for.
And
And
that
that
fix,
fix,
well,
well,
that's the
that's the
hero of
hero
our
of our
story
story
today.
today.
It's the
It's the
pronoun.
pronoun.
It's
It's
like
like
language
language
has
has
this
this
built-in,
built-in,
super
super
elegant
elegant
tool
tool
designed to
designed to
solve this
solve this
exact
exact
problem
problem
of
of
saying the
saying the
same
same
name
name
over and
over and
over.
over.
So,
So,
what
what
is a
is a
pronoun,
pronoun,
really?
really?
When you
When you
boil it
boil it
all
all
down,
down,
it's
it's
just a
just a
substitute,
substitute,
a
a
stand-in.
stand in.
Think of it
Think of
like
it
a
like a
stunt
stunt
double
double
for a
for a
noun.
noun.
Once you've
Once you've
introduced
introduced
Uncle
Uncle
John,
John,
the
the
pronoun can
pronoun can
just
just
step
step
in
in
so
so
you
you
don't
don't
have to
have to
keep
keep
saying
saying
his
his
name.
name.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
let's
go
go
back to
back to
Jimmy's
Jimmy's
story for
story
a
for a
second.
second.
Let's see
Let's
what
see what
happens when
happens
we
when we
use
use
this
this
one
one
little
little
tool.
tool.
It's
It's
kind of
kind
like
of
we're
like
going
we're
to
going to
perform
perform
a
a
little bit
little bit
of
of
grammatical
grammatical
magic
magic
here.
here.
Watch
Watch
this.
this.
And
And
wow,
wow,
look at
look at
that
that
difference.
difference.
It's
It's
night and
night and
day,
day,
right?
right?
On the
On the
left, you've
left, you've
got that
got that
clunky
clunky
original.
original.
And on
And
the
on the
right,
right,
so
so
much
much
better.
better.
Just by
Just by
swapping in
swapping
the
in the
word
word
he
he
for
for
Uncle
Uncle
John, the
John, the
whole
whole
thing
thing
just
just
flows.
flows.
It
It
sounds like
sounds
how
like how
people
people
actually
actually
talk.
talk.
It's the
It's the
exact
exact
same
same
information,
information,
but
but
man,
man,
it's
it's
delivered
delivered
with
with
so
so
much more
much more
style.
style.
So,
So,
he
he
is
is
just
just
one
one
player on
player
the
on the
team.
team.
It's
It's
actually
actually
part of
part
a
of a
much
much
bigger
bigger
and
and
super
super
important
important
family.
family.
Let's
Let's
meet the
meet the
rest of the
rest of the
core
core
crew.
crew.
The
The
pronouns we're
pronouns we're
all
all
using
using
every
every
single
single
day.
day.
And
And
here
here
they
they
are.
are.
I,
I,
you,
you,
he,
he,
she,
she,
it,
it,
we,
we,
and
and
they.
they.
This
This
right
right
here,
here.
this is
This
your
is your
main
main
pronoun
pronoun
toolkit.
toolkit.
These are the
the
absolute
absolute
workhorses of our language. We
We
use them
use them
constantly,
constantly,
most of the time without even thinking about it. And it's
And it's
pretty
pretty
incredible when
incredible
you
when you
stop and
stop and
realize
realize
how much power is packed into
into
this
this
handful of
handful of
words,
words,
right?
right?
They
They
help
help
define
define
who's
who's
talking,
talking,
who's being
being
talked
talked
about,
about,
the
the
whole
whole
dynamic.
dynamic.
Now,
Now,
like
like
any
any
good
good
toolkit,
toolkit,
you
you
gotta
gotta
know
know
how to
how to
use the
use the
tools,
tools,
right?
right?
But
But don't worry,
there are
there are
just a
just a
couple
couple
of
of
super
super
simple
simple
rules of
rules of
thumb.
thumb.
Let's
Let's
break them
break them
down
down
real
real
quick.
quick.
Okay,
Okay,
so the
so the
logic here
logic
is
here is
actually
actually
beautiful
beautiful
in
in
its
its
simplicity.
simplicity.
If you're
If you're
talking
talking
about
about
just
just
one
one
person
person
or
or
one
one
thing,
thing,
that's a
that's a
singular
singular
noun.
noun.
You're going
You're
to
going to
use
use
one of
one
the
of the
singular
singular
pronouns.
pronouns. You know,
I,
I,
he,
she,
she, or it.
it.
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Now, if
Now,
you're
if you're
talking
talking
about a
about a
group,
group,
more
more
than
than
one
one
noun,
noun,
that's
that's
plural.
plural.
So
So
you'll
you'll
use
use
we
we
or
or
they.
they.
And then
And then
there's the
there's the
special
special
one,
one,
you.
you.
You is
You
the
is the
flexible
flexible
one.
one.
It
It
works if
works
you're
if you're
talking to
talking to
just
just
me,
me,
Or if you're talking to a whole stadium full of people.
Pretty
Pretty
cool.
cool.
Let's look at a quick example to see this in action. Sia has a dog. Okay, Sia, that's one person. So we use she. The dog, that's one animal. So we use it. Put it together. She named it Ginger. See? Two different singular pronouns working together perfectly in one clean sentence. It's just elegant. All right, so let's start to wrap this up. It's easy to think, okay, it's just a small grammar rule, but when you step back, you realize its impact is actually massive. This isn't just about making your sentences sound prettier. It goes way deeper, to the very structure of how we communicate clearly. I love this way of thinking about it. These rules, like for pronouns, are like the invisible architecture of language. You know, when you walk into a beautiful building, you don't necessarily notice the steel beams or the foundation, but without them, the whole thing would just collapse. It's the same with pronouns. Without them, our conversations would fall into a clunky, repetitive pile of words. Understanding these little building blocks really makes you appreciate how genius language actually is. And that really brings us to the big takeaway here. Pronouns are just one example. Our language is just packed with these kinds of elegant, almost invisible rules that we all follow without even thinking. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other simple rules are out there, secretly shaping every single thing we say?